Welcome to the training module on the TI Digital Audio Pulse Width Modulated Processor. This training module will introduce the TAS5508C Digital Audio Pulse Width Modulated Processor and its internal operations. The TAS5508C is an 8-channel digital pulse width modulator that provides both advanced performance and a high level of system integration. The TAS5508C is designed to interface seamlessly with most audio-digital signal processors. The TAS5508C automatically adjusts control configurations in response to clock and data rate changes in idle conditions. This enables the device to provide an easy-to-use control interface with relaxed timing requirements. The TAS5508C can drive 8 channels of H-bridge power stages. It supports both signal-ended and bridge-tied load configurations. The TAS5508C also provides a high-performance differential output to drive an external differential input analog headphone amplifier. The diagram shows the TAS5508C functional structure. There are 6 main functional blocks inside the TAS5508C, including power supply, clock, phase lock loop and serial data interface, serial audio interface, device control, digital audio processor, and pulse width modulated channels. The power supply section provides analog and digital regulated power for various sections of the TAS5508C. The TAS5508C is a clocked slave-only device that requires the use of an external 13.5 MHz crystal. The TAS5508C operates as a slave-only, receive-only serial data interface in all modes. Its control section provides the control and sequencing for the TAS5508C. The DAP arithmetic unit is used to implement all audio processing functions: soft volume, loudness compensation, bass and treble processing, dynamic range control, channel filtering, input and output mixing. The 8 channels of high-performance digital pulse width modulation drives switch output stages in both single-ended and H-bridge configurations. The DAP arithmetic unit is used to implement all audio processing functions: soft volume, loudness compensation, bass and treble processing, dynamic range control, channel filtering, input and output mixing. The figure shows the TAS5508C digital audio processor architecture. The DAP accepts 24-bit data from the serial data interface and outputs 32-bit data to the pulse width modulated section. The DAP supports 2 configurations, one for 32 kHz to 96 kHz data and one for 176.4 kHz to 192 kHz data. The 32 kHz to 96 kHz configuration supports 8 channels of data processing that can be configured either as 8 channels or as 6 channels with 2 channels for separate stereo line outputs. The 176.4 kHz to 192 kHz configuration supports 3 channels of signal processing with 5 channels passed through or derived from the 3 processed channels. The TAS5508C has 8 channels of high-performance digital pulse width modulated modules that are designed to drive switching output stages in both single-ended and H-bridge configurations. The TAS5508C device uses noise shaping and sophisticated error correction algorithms to achieve high power efficiency and high performance digital audio reproduction. The TAS5508C uses an AD1 pulse width modulation scheme combined with a 5th order noise shaper to provide a 102 dB signal-to-noise ratio from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Digital amplifiers can degrade AM reception as a result of their RF emissions. Texas Instruments patented AM interference avoidance circuitry, providing a flexible system solution for a wide variety of digital audio architectures. During AM reception, the TAS5508C adjusts the radiated emissions to provide an emission-clear zone for the tuned AM frequency. The inputs to the TAS5508C for this operation are the tuned AM frequency, the IF frequency, and the sample rate. The sample rate is automatically detected. The block diagram is a typical system requiring the TAS5508C automatic AM interference avoidance circuitry. The TAS5508C operates as slave-only, receive-only, serial data interface in all modes. The TAS5508C has 4 PCM serial data interfaces to permit 8 channels of digital data to be received through the SDN, SDIN1, SDIN2, SDIN3, and SDIN4 inputs. The serial audio data is in most significant bit first 2's complement format. The serial data input interface of the TAS5508C can be configured in right-adjusted, I2S, or left-adjustified modes. The TAS5508C has an I2C serial control interface to receive commands from a system controller. The control interface is used to program the registers of the device and to read device status. It supports both single byte and multiple byte read-write operations for status registers and the general control registers associated with pulse width modulation. The I2C supports a special mode which permits I2C write operations to be broken up into multiple data write operations that are multiples of 4 data bytes. However, for the DAP data processing registers, the serial control interface also supports multiple byte write operations. Typical applications for the TAS5508C are 6 to 8 channel audio systems, such as DVD or AV receivers. The diagram shows the basic system diagram of the DVD receiver.